this Wednesday morning. How are you all? Sorry about that. Got a bit of phlegm. Sure, I did it. I was naughty and I did a glottal to try to clear it. That probably didn't help. Hello, everyone. Let's see who's here. Hello, Gamerloon. Hello, Scott. Hello, Plasma. Hello, Marks. Hello, Hearts. Hello, Drek. Hello, Weevil Fan. Hello, Victor. Hello, Dark Horsey. You hear mucus? Yes, I had a little bit of mucus in the throat, see. That's why I was making tea. So several things. First of all, on Monday, I went to the doctor, and I did find out why I keep getting sinus headaches. Apparently, because of the dry air, it makes my body produce more mucus. And it's like there's not enough humidity in the air, so I guess my body is creating more mucus to create its own humidity. Is basically what's happening, and that's causing the sinus headaches. Because, you know, more mucus, more irritation, pressure, a bunch of stuff going on up there. That's also why I've been having a little trouble in my singing lessons lately. My voice hasn't projected as much, hasn't been as powerful. And I've had some trouble with the high notes. So I've been having some like drip from like all the mucus, some post-nasal drip. So I've done two things. Number one, I actually got a humidifier. I have no fucking idea if I have this thing on the right setting. Like, because I have such a small room, and because I have electronics in my room, I have the humidifier turned down to, like, the lowest setting. But, like, I have no idea if that's, like, if I should have it up higher, or I have no fucking idea, man. I'm just doing my best here. My singing teacher says that if, like, my windows fog up, then like, I have too much humidity, so I guess I keep an eye out for that. She also says make sure to clean it out once a week. She also says make sure to clean it, like, religiously, like, once a week. Because you could get, like, respiratory infections and stuff, and, oh, that's very concerning. So I slept all last night with the humidifier on its low setting. I still woke up with a headache. So I don't know how much it's helping, but maybe it takes a little longer to kick in. You've been having mucus? Probably the dry air, too. Low humidity is bad for electronics. I did see that. I did some Googling on if humidifiers are dangerous for electronics, and apparently below 30% humidity is a static electricity like risk. So you want your humidity to be between like 30% and 50% to be best for your electronics. Problem is, the thing doesn't come with like an automatic humidity sensor. It's just like a dial. It's just like a dial you can turn. Tea, yeah, I'll talk about the tea in a second. That's the other thing I did. But yeah, I'm trying out a humidifier. I usually sleep with my head raised. So hopefully that should also help with range. That's something I've always done, but maybe the humidifier is just gonna take a little longer to work. I also tried the tea. Hi, Angel. So yeah, the tea. Humidifiers usually do the trick. We'll see how long it takes, because I still woke up with a sinus headache, but maybe it takes more than one night. I'll fill it up and leave it running when I go to work. And maybe it'll be nice and humidified by the time I get home. So my singing teacher, because we figured out that my issues with projection and hitting high notes the past few weeks is likely the drip from the extra mucus, she recommended me a tea called Throat Coat. Mine is going pretty good so far. It's not doing too badly. I mean, it's still very early on in the day, so it's hard to tell how it's going to keep going, but we're doing pretty good so far. SRS tea, does that mean like serious tea, or? The water pro needs more moisture in the air, figures. See, it's something called Throat Coat. She wanted me to get the original Throat Coat with something called Slippery Elm in it. See, yeah, it's called Throat Coat. It's like, there's not any meds in it. It's all like herbs and like plant stuff. Like, I read the box. It's apparently completely organic, completely non-GMO verified. Like everything, like the box is recyclable, the tea bags are 100% compostable. The slippery elm bark is hand harvested by family for sustainability, so they don't kill the trees. Like they seem to be very environmentally conscious, which is cool. You love tea? You see blue leaf tea all the time. Yeah, but this was tea bags. And this was the first time I actually made tea all by myself. Hello, Dreg. So if you look it up, it's called Throat Coat. Original with slippery elm, I think it is. Has a slight funky taste to it, but you just add honey. You add honey to it for two reasons. One, to just make it taste a little better, and two, because that adds to like it. But apparently it's supposed to be for throat health. It's supposed to help my throat heal. Cause the issues with the drip started happening after I was ill. So I bet like first I was sick, and that reduced and that like damaged, you know, my throat and like gunked up my lungs a bit. And then because I've been having all this drip, I bet everything hasn't had a chance to heal properly. So I'm hoping that sleeping with the humidifier running in my room will help take care of some of it, and the slippery elm tea will help heal my throat, so I'll be raring to go by next week's singing lesson. And on the box it says take 4 to 6 cups a day. Having tea right now makes nice for snake from coffee. See, I've never been a tea drinker. I've never been a tea drinker. I think it's the first time I've really seriously had tea, much less made it myself, so... My singing teacher says some of her students just make an entire thermos of the stuff and just sip it all day, so apparently it comes very highly recommended. So I had 1 cup last night before bed, I had 1 cup this morning with breakfast. I'll probably take a cup with my lunch before I go to work and like my dinner when I get home from work. I think until my throat is healed or until the air stops being dry, I'll try to take it with meals. Chamomile your favorite tea? See, I've never been much of a tea drinker. Never. I'm only doing this out of necessity. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's doing something. Like, I drank the tea and then suddenly all this gunk in my throat came loose. I mean, I guess they call it throat coat for a reason. I mean, my teacher is like a professional singer, like, so came highly recommended and seems to be working pretty well. So I'll keep drinking it and we'll keep seeing what happens. I baked my chamomile yesterday yourself. I have no idea what any of that tastes like, man. I've made my first cup of tea last night out of necessity. Wasn't bad with honey in it. I don't want to know what it would taste like without the honey, but with the honey in it, it was pretty good. You drink jasmine tea a lot. So many tea drinkers. I guess I've been left out. But yeah, I had never made tea before. So I had to like read the instructions on the box and like, oh god. At first she says, oh, get throat coat. And I didn't know throat coat was a tea. So I went looking and then I like Googled it and I'm like, oh, it's a tea. And then I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to make tea. So I had to like read the instructions on the box. And it was like, okay, but make boiling water. And I'm like, fuck, how do I boil water? So I had to like Google how to boil water in the microwave. And I did that, what is it, like that how-to website? Where the theming is like green, you know what I mean? I was looking in the winter wear section for throat coats. You have sticky rice, puree, Japanese central, lavender, Earl Grey, lapsang, souchong, sneakerdoodle, ruibos. Are you sure you didn't make up like 2 of those? I'm doing alright. I'm glad to finally know where these fucking sinus headaches are coming from, at least. And it does seem that the sinus headaches and my difficulty in my singing lessons are coming from the exact same source. You're sure? Alright, hello, Ruby Gaming. Those sound like teas. I'll take your guys' word for it. But so apparently boiling water in the microwave is more complicated than you think, because you have to be worried about something called a flashover. So I got the measuring cup, right? I poured out I measured like, not necessarily tea itself, you play making tea, often electric kettle soup, useful kitchen gateway for tea, cocoa, boiling water for pasta, boiled eggs, etc. Do not boil water in the microwave? Yes, I know! I read the wiki page, and I followed all the precautions. Okay? I was very careful. Okay? Like, first of all, I used a microwave safe. Do I not own a kettle? We might own a kettle, but I've never fucking used it before. Look, I live with my parents, but my parents are on vacation for like a week. So I'm like home alone with my sister. And I don't fucking know where the kettle... I mean, I guess I could ask. I don't know. But look, I followed all the safety stuff, I promise, okay? Kettle is worth it. Together with temperature control, different teas require different steeping temperatures. The box just said boiling water. The box just said boiling water. I don't know how to use a kettle, is what I'm saying. Look, you're talking to a mare baby, okay? You are talking to a mare baby, okay? You think I know how to use it? I had to Google how to boil water in the microwave, which is a good thing I did because it told me all the safety stuff. So first of all, I used a microwave container. I need to do 8 ounces of water, so I did like a glass measuring cup. So it was microwave safe. Yeah, I followed that. So it said to stick something wood in it, like a chopstick or wooden spoon. So I stuck a chopstick in, because you're trying to avoid flash points. That's what the Googling told me. So I stuck the wooden stick and you put it in a microwave. It said to only do it in 1 minute to 1 minute 30 second boosts. So I would like do it for a minute. And then it said that you tap on the side. So I got a big long wooden stick. So I microwave it for 1 minute to 1 minute 30. I get a big long wooden stick. I open the thing. I tap the side to make sure it's not flash pointing. If it hasn't boiled yet, I close the door, do it for another minute 30. And then once I see it boiling in the microwave, tapped on the side from behind the barricade. Yeah. And then I'll do the hydrate redeem in a second, Dreg. I'm still chatting. And then I have the UV gloves on. I have the UV gloves on so that for when I finally grab the glass thing. So I did all the safety stuff. I had like a wooden chopstick stuck in. I only did it in a minute to minute 30 second bursts. I tapped it on the side with a long wooden stick. I kept my face away. I did all the things. I did all the things the internet told me to do. And I had UV gloves on. Do you guys remember UV gloves? Do you guys ever remember those? Anyone still have them? Like, I remember they were like, they were like on the TV. But yeah, I had them on for when I took it out. And then I had to and then you're supposed to put the water on top of the tea bag. If you put the stick in the water while it heats and it won't superheat. Exactly, that's what the internet said. So I had the chopstick in it while I was in the microwave, yeah. Hello, Baka boy. And then it said, it said to pour it in over the trash bag, and then it said to cover and steep for 10 to 15 minutes, and I was like, cover it with what? And then I had to fucking Google what you were supposed to cover with it. Apparently a plate works, so I just covered the top with a small plate, set the timer for 15 minutes, and then and then after 15 minutes, I grabbed it. I added some honey because you're supposed to add honey. According to my teacher, you add honey because the taste with the slippery elm isn't the best. So you add the honey. It wasn't bad with the honey. The honey is very important, but the honey also, helps with the throat as well. So it's like a dual thing. But yeah, it's not bad. The tea with the honey isn't bad. I am terrified of what it would taste like without the honey based on what my teacher said, but it ain't bad. Somebody sent me a tea making kit. Look, I think you guys should be proud of me. I had never made tea before in my life, and I did it successfully. I followed the instructions on the box. And I used Google to successfully figure out how to boil water in the microwave without killing myself. I followed all the safety things. Personally, I think you guys should be very proud of me. You have oven mitts, bear paw oven mitts for obvious reason. Obviously. Very, very proud. Good job. Way to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah! Your honey makes it thick and you don't like it? I mean, this is my first time ever having tea, but I liked it. I quite liked it. Yay! I successfully didn't injure myself making tea! I think making it a little thicker is probably good because it's literally called throat coat. It's supposed to coat your throat. It's supposed to be super slippery and stuff, and I took that first sip, and I swear I could feel something. So it's supposed to be this blend of herbs and stuff. It's supposed to be healing for your throat. Like, there's no actual medicine, it's all plants. So my teacher said you cannot use too much of it. You cannot, like, overdose on it. There's no, like, medicines, it's all, like, herbs and plants. So she says you can literally have as much as you want. You can't have too much, so. The box says 4 to 6 cups a day, which seems a little bit much. But at least I'll attempt to take it with any meal where I'm home. At least try to take it with any meal where I'm home, where I have the time to make it. I feel like that's a good compromise, you know, a good middle of the road type thing. And we'll see if my singing improves next week. But yeah, I got the humidifier on, so we'll see if all my symptoms go away. Did I miss any Hi, Big Gamer! Oh, you know what? So, I feel bad for not streaming the last week. I always feel bad when I don't stream. Even if I'm super duper productive and that's why I don't end up streaming, I feel bad. But I did a bunch of cleaning. I actually cleaned the whole upstairs bathroom. You don't like being ignored because of your rejection-sensitive dysphoria? I mean, I get that. To me, the main symptom I have from my rejection-sensitive dysphoria, for those of you who don't know, rejection-sensitive dysphoria is actually a symptom of ADHD. For me, it's not necessarily being ignored, it's just, like, it's more than that. For me, it's like any perceived rejection, not just being really ignored. It's more like, I'm more likely to have it triggered based on what people say rather than, like, something not being said, but hi, Catman. Hi, Fluffyman. We'll do whatever you to do. I appreciate that. But, like, I don't know, back in the day, I'd be streaming, like, almost every single day. So now it feels like I should be back to the way I was, like, a year or two ago. So it feels bad to not be in that same group. I did do a bunch of cleaning, though. Like, I cleaned the entire upstairs bathroom. I reorganized the shelves that have all our bathroom stuff. I cleaned under the sink. There's, like, the medicine cabinets. I ain't touching those. There's just so much stuff in there. Various shampoos and... What's on the medicine cabinet? It's just the cabinet. There's not really much medicine in there. But there's just a cabinet with a bunch of various bathroom implements. I didn't touch that. But I vacuumed, like, the hallway and the stairs. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep the areas of the house that are ostensibly, like, mine clean. And because, like, the upstairs bathroom is really shared between me and my sister, that feels like a me area, so I want to keep it clean. Also clean, like, the little area where I keep all my actual meds downstairs. Like, I did a bunch of cleaning last few days. Did a bunch of cleaning, and it feels good. Feels good. The problem is, once you've completely cleaned a couple rooms, you notice how filthy all the rest of the rooms in the house are. Like, once you fully clean, like, one area... Suddenly you notice how filthy the rest of the house is, and it's awful. I'm like, yay, I've cleaned this one area that's mine. And now it'll stay clean for a bit, and then I can relax and not have anything on my to-do list. And then I noticed just how dirty the downstairs bathroom is, and the kitchen, and oh my god, I said, House for IRL, like it, ugh. Like, I had such an impulse. I had such an impulse to just skip stream and just fucking clean more. But no passion. You skipped enough streams. You need to fucking stream. You cannot be possessed by the cleaning goblin. You've completely cleaned your bedroom. You've cleaned the upstairs bathroom, the short hallway. You've cleaned the stairs. You've done enough for now. You cannot be possessed by the cleaning goblin. You need to be streaming. I see it. You need to stream. You need to stream, girly. Calm down. Calm down. You've cleaned the areas that are yours. You can leave mom and dad to do the cleaning. You can leave mom and dad have to do like the... You're not the... I was channeling the ghost of Mr. Clean the First. Because, you know how you get in... I was, like, locked in, folks. I was, like, locked in with the cleaning. I scrubbed the inside of the toilet. I scrubbed the outside of the toilet. There was, like, it's terrifying how dust builds up in the bathroom. Like, the dust build up in the bathroom is terrifying. It looks so much better now. This is kind of an aside, but I like cleaning toilets. I still think toilets are funny. The haha toilet funny impulse never went away since I was a child, so I don't mind scrubbing toilets that much. I mean, it's not that bad, you know? You get to use the funny blue liquid. You get to use the funky blue liquid and squeeze all around the toilet, and then you get the brush and you scrub and you go, ha, I'm cleaning a toilet. Toilets are funny. It's not that bad. It's kind of funny. The cleaning goblin, did I check my reflection? Is there still a pony looking back at me, or does the mirror show the cleaning goblin? I checked. I'm still a horse. I'm still a horse. I checked. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I've not been possessed. Cleaning goblin doesn't sound that bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think some people definitely, can use a little bit of possession by the cleaning goblin. I think some people could use the cleaning goblin's help. You know, the cleaning goblin is not a malicious being. Sometimes it's for the best people get a little bit possessed by the cleaning goblin. You know, sometimes people just need the help. There are worse things to be. This is true. Explain to you why I boiled water using a microwave? Because I didn't know how! I have never boiled water before in my life! You are looking at a giant mare baby who still lives with her parents and has to Google whenever she does something vaguely adult. I don't know how to use kettle! My parents are out of the house for a week on vacation. I didn't even know I didn't even think about a kettle. I forgot they existed. Look, I Googled it and I followed all the safety things, okay? I learned about flashpoints from the internet and I followed all the safety things, okay? I had a wooden chopstick in it. I used a microwave safe container. I used glass. I only microwaved it in 1 minute to 1 minute 30-second bursts. Then I open the microwave and I tap it with a long wooden spatula. And then I tap it with a long wooden spatula. And then like I let it go for another minute to 1 minute 30 seconds until I see it boiling. And then I take it out of the oven with take it out of the microwave with the oven gloves. I followed all the safety things, and I totally made tea for the very first time without dying. So personally, I think I proved some significant adult competency. Aren't I an Earth? Fuck you mean Earth Tiger? What are you on about? A cleaning goblin's just a variety of brownie. Maybe. You have to learn to melt ice into frozen pipes when you attend. That happens sometimes in the winter here. So you guys seem so much more grown up than I am. You've heard there's worse things you can do besides microwaving water? Exactly! You've heard of people who put their mug directly on the stovetop? Ugh. It's safe to boil water in a microwave, true, but it's also safe to mix cocoa powder with water. No comment. Chinese zodiac? What, is that my birth? Is that the zodiac I was born under or something? A tiger? But I did it without dying. But yeah, the bathroom looks so nice. My room looks so nice. I made tea. How was it? With honey, pretty good. Hi Willow. Hi Voyage. It was this tea called Throat Coat with the original with slippery elm. It's specifically for my throat because the cold air has been causing a lot of mucus, which has affected my ability to sing in my singing lessons. So it's supposed to help. It tastes good with honey in it. I've heard it because of slippery elm, it's not the best without the honey, but with honey in it, I found it pretty tasty. You is homesick today? Oof. Tis the season. Also got a brand new humidifier running. No idea if I have it on too low a setting or not because I'm afraid of frying my electronics with too much humidity. You need tea? All there is right now is tangerine, orange, ginger. Most things taste good with honey in them. Okay, fair enough. Shush! It 619 is a Gemini. Yeah, but they were talking about the Chinese zodiac, not the Western one? I don't know. Yeah, I know I'm a Gemini, but I think they were talking about the Chinese zodiac. Because that's what they said. I'm sure any of you who know anything about astrology won't be surprised at all that I'm a fucking Gemini. I suppose that any of you who know anything at all about astrology probably won't be surprised at all that I'm a Gemini. Soon it will be the year of the fire horse. Yes! Year of the horse! It is our year! Hi, Nathan. We should probably get into the game after that, but bottom line is, I have such an urge to fucking clean, man. I have such an urge to fucking clean. And Cersei Retro says, witchcraft, you don't understand the horoscope thing. I think horoscopes work by making shit the fuck up. Because, like, different newspapers, I think, have, like, I think horoscopes in newspapers are making shit the fuck up, at the very least. Like, maybe there could be something to star signs, but I think the stuff that they put in newspapers is made the fuck up. It is the year of the horse. Yes, very exciting. Maybe that's where I'm getting all the cleaning energy from. Hello, Emil. Maybe that's where I'm getting all the cleaning energy from. Like, year of the horse is giving me the energy. But I have to fight off the cleaning goblin instincts because I need to stream. I can't clean every day. I need to stream. My room is spotless. The bathroom is spotless. That's great. I need to stream. Oh, I can't clean everything all. I need to stream. The next problem is keeping things clean. This thing is also more complicated than I'm a Scorpio. You have 7 different star signs. Cleaning game. Unfortunately, I think my chests are already organized. Horoscopes are always so generic. It would be great if they were oddly specific and freak out 5 people in the country. 7 signs of each of 7 planets, including the planet Moon. because it has to do with, like, which constellation each planet is in at the time of your birth, right? The one thing I wonder about, like, horoscopes is that, I mean, someone born, like, right after you, like, wouldn't they have almost the exact same horoscope then? You know? Like, they'd be basically identical to you. But, like, to me it doesn't make sense that people born at almost the exact same time as you would have the exact same luck or fate. It just feels odd to me. What is my favorite character from Sesame Street when you are little? Why don't you say when I was little? Why not all the time? I loved Elmo when I still love Elmo. Elmo's still my fave. My planet is Mercury and yours is Jupiter. Are you taking my year into account for that? Are you taking my year into account for that? Oh no, don't bring logic into it. Alright, let's get into the game. Well, Elmo, I've been yapping. Elmo is timeless. He is. No, but he is literally timeless. I mean, hang on. When did Elmo debut? Hang on. Elmo, Muppet Wiki. Here we go. 1984. Think about it. Elmo has been in Sesame Street with his current as we know him since 1984. Elmo started as a background monster. I'm talking about like when he became. Talking about like when he became like not a background monster. But think about it. Elmo has been... No. Elmo is 3 years old. Elmo is 3.5 years old. No, Elmo is 3.5 years old. Elmo has been 3.5 years old for over 40 years. Elmo is literally a timeless being. You say Elmo's timeless, but no, Elmo is literally a timeless being. He has been 3.5 years old for over 40 years. I think Elmo talks about, like Like, Elmo talks about when he's about growing up. Elmo, I don't think you're going to grow up. Elmo, you've been 3.5 years old for 40 years. I don't think you are going to grow up. I'm sorry, buddy. I think you are going to grow up. Elmo is immortal, but just uses it to laugh and play games. You do magic, you don't believe the time of birth has an effect on your personality. It doesn't personally make sense to you. Believe it has some power, but not your personality. Interesting. Bonecraft, yes. When you play as a fine horse, it's one determination skill with the fire. Give it the gift of luck and love and passion for the year. You learn that from a friend that knows that stuff. Checking of the visuals? Oh, yeah. Love and Tom and Texture Pack's got a lot of good stuff. When Elmo grows up, echoes in the silent void. Oh, Elmo has a sister in some book canon. The fuck? Oh, but like Elmo, that looks different. Okay, never mind. It's not in the TV show canon. Because I think it's showing Elmo's mom there, and she looks different from the one in the TV show, so I don't think the sister is canon to the TV show, only some books. But have you guys ever seen Elmo's mom and dad? Have you guys ever seen Elmo's mom and dad? These guys are canon to the TV show. So you guys are canon to the TV show. Oh, that's a tiny-ass picture. I should have gotten a better picture, but you can see where he got it. You look. He looks like his dad with the shape of his mom. Like, look at that. Look at his parents. Look at it. Like you can see. Like his nose is like a combination of his dad and his mom. And he has his dad colors, but his mom's like head shape. And he has that, like, look at, like, they don't just totally look like their parents. That you can totally tell those are his parents. Dad has a track jacket on, he's super 80s. Look at him. He also has an Uncle Jack who, dies. There was a 2010 special, When Families Grieve, that was literally a special where Elmo's family learns to grieve about the death of Elmo's uncle. Like, I'm not even joking, I can, like, send you guys this. Hang on. Is there like a link to it? Hang on, can I find a link? Here we go. Hang on. Like that's a thing. Okay, let me see if I can get the picture of his Uncle Jack. Hang on. "40 minutes of Goofy Panther." Oh god, 40 minutes already? Holy shit, hang on. So yeah, this is Elmo's Uncle Jack, and he is canonically dead in the show. This is Elmo's Uncle Jack, and he is canonically dead. But I mean, like, damn Sesame Street, alright. I guess you can cover, like Todd, these types of I mean, alright. I mean... It is a real thing kids might have to deal with, and they do have, like... They do have... I mean, a good track record for handling death in a good way, like with Mr. Hooper, so... But yeah, Elmo does have a canonical family. Measure good kid show is if they can handle that topic well. Yeah. Have you seen some of the newer characters they've had in this show? That one of the newer characters they've introduced in this show is actually a kid whose dad is in jail. And they talk about that, because that's a real thing kids might go through. There's actually a child character in the show now whose dad is canonically in jail. And let's see if I can find him on the Muppet Wiki. Hang on. He downloaded a car. Ew, talking about incarceration, hang on. Yeah, Alex talking about his dad who was in prison. Alex is an orange Muppet boy, the central character of the Sesame Street resource video, Little Children, Big Challenges, Incarceration. Alex copes with his father being in jail, and at first he's hesitant to talk about it with Rosita, Abby Kadabi, and Sophia. Sophia reveals that her father was also incarcerated, and she identifies with the feelings he has. Alex's friends assure him that he's not alone and support him. Alex reappeared with Sophia and Rosita in a short online video produced in 2016 for the Sesame Street Communities Initiative page on incarceration. Okay, so he was just in a special as well. I didn't hear anything about that Wandering Star. No, I didn't hear anything about that. He must wouldn't hesitate to call the cops if you tried to nab his cookies. Let's see. There was also... Oh, did you know that, you guys know Abby Kadabi? She got a stepbrother. So Abby Kadabi's parents are canonically divorced, and she spends part of her time living with her mom and part of her time living with her dad. But her mom actually got remarried. And now she has a stepbrother named Rudy. So Abby Kadabi has a remarried mom and a stepbrother. Like, Sesame Street is having some very complex characters. Sesame Street's had some very complex characters. That's Passion Sesame Street lore stream. Yeah, I should really get into the game, shouldn't I? I should really get into the game. There is an HIV positive Muppet? Alright. Well, why can't I hear the in-game audio? Is something fucked? Hang on. Hang on. I can't hear the in-game audio. That's funky. Hang on, something's funky. There we go. Fixed it! Fixed it. Can you guys still hear the game audio? Okay, we're good. We're good. Fixed it. I'm so good. I'm such a good fixer up here. How was it to you? Just showing? Not bad. Not bad. I'm told it's a little bit... It's called throat coat. My singing teacher recommended it to me. Hello, guys. Hey! What's the egg? It's called throat coat. My singing teacher recommended it to me. It's the original with Slippery Elm. How are you doing the shadow thing, huh? I got a book. I got sent a whole ass book. That's a whole ass book, damn. What am I doing? Alright, I'm putting this nice and safely and tucked away. They're upset you spend so much time talking about Sesame and not playing the game. Hey! I thought you guys liked my yapping. But yeah, it's called throat coat, and it's because I've had some drip from extra mucus from the dry air that's affected my singing, so it's supposed to help heal me. It was pretty good with, I'm imagining Grover as a defense lawyer. He handles it just as well as he handles being a server at a restaurant for that one guy. I don't know, I think Grover could be a pretty passionate and effective lawyer. I think he could do it. I have faith in Grover. Going well, hope all is well in BronyTales? I think so, I'd definitely say so. It's a drink, it's a tea, they're tea bags. Throat coat is a bunch of tea bags. So I learned how to make tea. I followed the instructions on the box and also Googled stuff. For that stuff, it's supposed to be really good. I mean, it came highly recommended from my singing teacher, who is a professional singer, so I'd assume so. Ah, my leg's asleep. There's one little change from being a horrible mistake. I'm not even gonna try to figure that out. I'm not even gonna try to figure that out. The marketing team knew what they were doing. I am not even gonna try to brain what you guys are talking about for my own sanity. What is sanity? Good point. You ordered for Chunky with the officially licensed MOP Year of the Horse blind bags. Man, China gets all the good pony stuff these days. You love this song? Me too. I'm a victim of protagonist syndrome. Protagonist syndrome. Protagonist syndrome. Not my absolute favorite Violet Pony song, but it's up there. Crying all alone in a feather-bound hell. For a second I was way up beside myself. I'm a victim of protagonist syndrome. Boom, 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 boom. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Pardon this aggression. Can't you see I'm stressing? I wanna help you, I really do, but I still can't help myself. I just don't know how to tell you. It's not the same as it used to be. You adore Bonnie? That's your favorite one? I love Bonnie too. Bonnie's definitely one of my very faves. But I think my very, very faves are always gonna be Antinymph and Lesbian Ponies with Weapons. Can't top those for me. Although Futura is also really close. I think those are my top three. Like, I think it would go like, if I had to rank, it would go like Antinymph, Lesbian Ponies with Weapons, Futura, probably then Bonnie. And then after there, everything gets a little murky when you're trying to rate them. Funniest thing is, I'm recently getting you got your mom with the Ligma joke. Need to go back to reading your fave MOP, are you? Are you like rereading it because it's your favorite, or are you like, are you still like not finished with it? Because I reread my favorite fics all the time. She knows the joke. The fact she fell for it 2 times is astonishing. Oof. Oof. Rip mum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Rereading, it's the Rogue Diamond, the story of the flooded world. Spike joins the crew of the Rogue Diamond. Cool. My favorite type of, you know what my favorite type of fanfics are? Several 100,000 words long, and usually just a complete telling of a story, but with something different. Like, those are my favorite types of fanfics. Several 100,000 words long and a complete telling of a TV show or a movie or a book, just with something different. Those are my favorite types of fics. That's like the real good shit for me. What's this song? It sounds familiar. This is a remix of This Day aria, and intended to be a Queen. No, is it? Hang on, let me check. What is this? No, sorry, Mecha Main 6 Boss Battle Theme by King Sparta X37. So it's supposed to be like a boss battle theme for like a mechanical main 6. It's, because you know, King Sparta, he makes a bunch of different boss themes. So it's going to have a lot of recognizable leitmotifs. Plus, a lot of his music sounds similar. So I'm sure you'll recognize bits and bobs of it. Delta Bone, yeah, that guy. Potato, tomato. I've been fixing your time when you're boiling between you, some which are too dark for this stream. My fanfiction reading is a bit more broad than just My Little Pony. I browse Archive of Our Own for several different fandoms. There's not actually that much My Little Pony on Archive of Our Own. It seems the vast majority of fanfics end up on FimFiction and people don't really cross-post them. The good news is, if FimFiction ever goes down, everything on it will likely get ported over to Archive of Our Own, because that has happened historically. Like when a large fandom-specific fanfiction site it gets shut down. But very many times in the past, everything on it gets ported over to Archive of Our Own. So we can be assured that all our old fics will probably be safe if anything ever happens to FimFiction. Usually listen to fanfics instead of reading them. You like to have audio readings in the background. That is how. So I've never actually read My Little Dashie. Because back in the day, I was exposed to it through, YouTube videos of people reading it. Same thing for some of the other more popular fanfictions, like the Rainbow Factory and other things, like the big ones. But like a lot of other fandoms, like a lot of fanfictions don't have readings, like the vast majority of fanfictions out there don't have readings. So you kind of have to, you read it yourself if you want the story. Plus it's easier to read a fanfiction on the bus. Ah, dang it. Than to perhaps listen to one on the bus, because you need headphones. I don't want people on the bus hearing what I'm reading, Be sad if fanfiction disappeared? It would be very sad. It definitely would. I would agree with that. Ah, fuck off. You bitch. I'm gonna need to go home and get more taters. Hang on. You know how non-toxic the MLP fandom is. I'm glad that you haven't been. Hi, Christopher. Oh, sweet mommy loves you. Mwah, mwah. I think that you're just lucky enough to not be exposed to much toxicity. There's a decent amount of toxicity in the fandom. There's a decent amount. Look, we all got the tism. We all got neurodivergence. And when you put this much neurodivergence into a contained area, stuff tends to happen. Hi, Piggy. What's taters? Then it's taters. Hi! Piggy, as our resident British horse, what's your opinion on the fact that I made tea for the first time? What's your opinion on the fact that I made tea for the first time? You've had nicer experiences in the MLP fandom than the Smash Bros fandom? I mean, sure, different fandoms are probably differently toxic. So I can understand that. Potatoes, boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Happy for me, but I just says I put it in a fucking I didn't put the tea in the microwave, I put the water in a microwave. I put the water in the microwave to boil it, not the tea. And I took the precautions to make sure it didn't flash over, okay? Because I didn't know how to boil water, so I just knew you could do it in the microwave, and I followed all the safety stuff, okay? I put like I use a microwave safe container. I use like a glass measuring cup to measure out like 8 ounces. You'll get me a kettle one day. We might have a kettle. I don't know. My parents aren't home, and I forgot kettles were a thing. I've never made tea before. We might have one. Don't you boil water on this stove? You are looking at a mare, baby! I've never boiled water on this stove before. I've never done that before. It's too spoopy 5 me. Doing it in the microwave just seemed easier, so I Googled it. And I did all the safety stuff. I had like a wooden, I used like a glass thing. It was like a microwave safe container to prevent a flash point. I stuck like a wooden chopstick in there. I did it only in a minute to a minute 30-second bursts, and then you open the microwave, and I tapped on it with a big wooden stick to make sure that it's not flashing over. And then you close and then you repeat until it boils, and then I take it out with the oven gloves, and then you pour it into the cup over a tea bag, and then you cover, and I had to Google what you cover it with, and I covered it with a plate, and I left it to steep for 15 minutes. What is? I've never made tea before. I followed the instructions on the box. The instructions said boil water. It didn't tell me how. It just said to get boiling water. So I boiled the water in the microwave, following all the safety stuff, and I didn't kill myself. And then, like it said, I poured it over the tea bag into the cup, and then I covered it and let it steep for 15 minutes, and then I took it out and I squeezed the tea bag like it said, and then I added honey. I think that was a perfectly that was a perfectly successful and acceptable tea-making experience, you know? I followed the instructions, and I only microwaved the water, not the tea, and it's still totally steeped the way it was supposed to. I think I did fine. I'm supposed to use an oxyacetylene cutting torch in a pot of water. It takes only 30 seconds. I'll correct the torch. No, you're supposed to use the honey. It's a throat tea. This tea is called throat coat. Original throat coat with slippery eucalyptus. It's a throat tea. It was my singing teacher recommended it to me. So because of all the dry air, my sinuses and everything, I'm producing more mucus. And that's where my sinus headaches have been coming from. But it's also been affecting my ability to project my voice and my singing lessons the past few weeks and hit, the high notes. So she recommended me this tea. She, swears by it. It's supposed to be good stuff. So it was my first time having tea. So, yeah, it's throat coat tea. You're supposed to use it both because, like, the honey is supposed to help with your throat further. I can see that creeper over there trying to fucking get at me. I saw his head for like half a second. And supposedly the slippery elm, while good for your throat, doesn't taste the best, so you want, like, the honey to make it a bit sweeter. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. It said the box says to have it 4 to 6 times a day. It seems like a lot, but I'll try to have it, like, with every meal I have at home when I have time, of like the 15 minutes to let it steep, you know? Until, like, the air gets less dry and my throat heals. Yeah, so I think based on what I was doing, I think I did perfectly acceptable. Maybe you should get it for your own singing stuff. You don't have a teacher, you just do. It's not a sore throat, it's just I've had a bunch of mucus dripping on my vocal cords for a while, so they can't really heal up and work at their best, you know? They're giving me all they got in the state they're in, so they have to be allowed to heal. So apparently throat coat is like all these herbs and stuff, and, you know, of course the slippery elm bark, which is supposed to help my throat heal. It's supposed to be really good for it. So yeah, so do I have your stamp of approval, Piggy? Based on the fact that, like, I forgot that kettles existed and I'd never used one before, and it was my first time ever making tea, and I didn't kill myself, and I only microwaved the water and not the tea, and it was a throat tea. Do I pass inspection? Do I pass an inspection based on the circumstances? Or are you gonna, like, disown me? I'll be back to work, hope my stream goes well, and have a good day. See ya! Thanks for being here. Kettle's easiest for use. Apart from that, I get a reluctant stamp of approval. Yay! Reluctant stamp of approval! Yay! Welcome back, Willow. Use of a hard salami and pepper jack cheese sandwich. Why is it? What do you mean hard salami? Is it fucking alcoholic salami? What does hard salami mean? Like, genuinely, you're drinking alcoholic salami? Piggy approved! Play some Minecraft on the Switch had these visuals? Oh, do you mean shaders? Yeah, I would have no idea if it's even possible to get shaders on the Switch. I mean, isn't Bedrock working on getting something called Vibrant Visuals? I think they're working on making Vibrant Visuals. So you might actually be able to, which is a lot like shaders. So you might be, and I think the Switch is Bedrock, so you might be able to see these soon, Brony Gamer. Did you know that, speaking of the American Revolution, did you know that it's a myth that Paul Revere said the British were coming? Because they still kind of thought of themselves as British. It would have been more likely for him to say the Redcoats are coming. But yeah, he would not have historically said the British are coming. Because they still kind of thought of themselves as British at that time. So that wouldn't have made much sense. You ate hard salami, it's not alcoholic from your broken memory. There's a lot of different process in the making of regular salami. Alright. Take your wordies for it. Hi, Rebel! Do you know what salami yummy is a dry-cured sausage typically made from pork and seasoned with garlic and peppercorns with a tangy, mildly spiced flavor. Don't know if I like that. I don't really like spicy stuff. I really only do like mild salsa and stuff. And I'm not good with spicy at all. It's super yummy, but why is it called hard? Like, hard already means something in food words. It means alcoholic. What gives them the right to use that word? Who said they could do that? How goes the crafting and the mining? Pretty good. We've actually spent more time yapping today than crafting and mining, but that's just how it goes sometime. Because the meat inside is more tough. Okay, I guess that makes sense. You don't use a kettle to boil your water, you simply use a device that does that for you. But isn't a kettle a device that boils it for you? Like that's what a kettle is. It's a device that boils water for you. Yeah, some Minecraft. Hello, Samir. It does feel really nice to have a clean. Like, I know we were talking about how I was cleaning instead of streaming for a few days, but it does feel so good to look around and see that things are clean and know you made it clean, you know? Like a clean environment actually does absolute insane wonders for your mental health. I love my little pony Shadow. That's so cute. Like, it's such a power-up. Do I have netherite armor? Nope, this is netherite. Ignore the name. I don't want to talk about it. Good stuff brings back childhood. Shut up, I don't want to talk about it. Shut up. I don't. Always talking meat from cool stuff. When something's really tasty, you can suffer through spicy. Oh, I can't. I'm so susceptible to it. I'm so susceptible. Fine if I mess with it. Look. Many years ago, there was a guy who frequented the channel who went by the name Jaka. He was a little bit rambunctious, a little bit of a troll, but he never did anything truly awful, and you know, he listened to me when I told him not to do stuff, and he got better over time. Because you guys know how I'm, like, very lenient about stuff, and I like to give people multiple chances. And a lot of the time, you know, someone who's a little bit of a troublemaker will learn to function a bit better in my chat. So it does work. Well, this is the kind of joke he likes. So he made me this really good armor and gave it to me as a gift, but he named them poop. He also made all my tools here. And like they were a gift, he made me a bunch of highly enchanted netherite tools and named them poop. And because they were a gift, like, it feels wrong to rename them. So I've literally had these poop tools and armor for years. Because they were a gift and it would feel wrong to rename them. Jaka will pop in maybe once a year these days, so he's still out there somewhere. He checks I'm still using the poop tools. Can you spice in a bowl of you hate yourself up and oh boy, you got the rumblies in your tumbly. See, I've never gotten like bad stomach issues from spicy stuff. Just because like I've never eaten enough spicy stuff for that to happen, I think the taste is just so hard for me to stand that I never am able to even eat enough to risk tummy issues. I just don't, it's just, I just can't physically eat enough spice to have tummy issues. So that's why I poop tools. Had a viewer who made me free netherite armor with a bunch of enchants and named it Poop because that's the kind of humor he liked. And it feels wrong to change the name even years later because they were a gift. So I am forever clad in the poop armor, wielding the poop tools. This is just my life. I think I have a poop bow in storage somewhere too. But poop tools, they really aren't all that shitty. This is true. This is true. I want to fix this. Hang on. I'm still willing to... If you're still willing to eat them, it's sounding like that punishment is never a deterrent. True. True, though, if you're still eating it, like... Now, my limit is mild salsa. Why are we snowing the whole area? Property values and it looks better. It just looks better. There was like, it's a long story, okay? We're too deep to stop now. So this path leads all the way to my town of Laponyburg, and eventually I'm gonna expand it to there, and there's like a castle up on the hill, up there, that we're also gonna cover. But it's like property values. We're gonna make sure that the roads, the area around the roads that lead to here look good. So we're prettifying. It's just that there was like at one point we were fixing up the borders of where the snow biome ended and like the not snow biome began to make it look better. But then like something fucked up a bunch of it and I said fuck it and just started covering a large area with snow. So it's too late to stop. We're in too deep. This is just our lives now. We're nearly done though. We made some good progress. Yeah! Lesbian ponies with weapons! I might be wanting the song to sing along. Fall in love with every pony. We're gonna set the streets alight. Everything's so fucked and I'm tired of being scared. So let's get out and fuck up Equestria. Fuck the mandated monarchy. Our world now gotta go fast. Step off, or you're gonna get cut. We ain't got time for your biggest hit. There's a shooting waiting shot, and no, you're not. Stretch, alright. All we need is some laughter. The world is on fire, and we're at the center of it all. Well, that's right. We'll just cry till we get there. It's backwards. Why are you guys interrupting my lesbian pony session, huh? Every pony, we're gonna set the streets alight. Everything's so fucked and I'm tired of being scared. So let's get out and fuck up Equestria. The mandated monarchy. This is our world now, our world now, our world now. I don't know what the future holds. We'll figure it all out in time. There, I tried to do it to the beat a little bit. Adds sets of snowy double layer, add natural randomness, adds a lot. I'm trying to make it look naturally generated. Well, ignoring the fact that normally underneath the trees would... would not be covered in snow. It just looks better that way, okay? You gotta trust me. Like, just, you gotta have to accept that I'm an insane horse, and I'm in too deep to stop, okay? And I'm tired of being scared. Let's get out and fuck up Equestria. Fuck the mandated monarchy. World now, our world now. Server has been trimmed a few times, leads to weird stuff in the terrain. Shit, don't believe me, I've noticed. Do you know how many motherfucking fucked up trees I've had to fix? Do you know how many fucked up trees I've had to fix around Laponyburg and its various roads? You know how much tree fuckery I've had to deal with? A lot. Much tree fuckery. much. Yeah, he's coming after my ass. Hang on. Hytail is planning to add Technoblade into Hytail? Like what, as a skin? As like an NPC? Does the game have NPCs? Not decided? Okay. Well, that's awesome. Whoa, I drank my tea out of a Technoblade cup today and yesterday. I got a Technoblade mug from the Cozy collection. And that's what I drank my tea out of the last night and this morning. We've had a dishwasher load overnight. At the very least, Technoblade's merch store never dies. Guys, I have bought so much fucking Technoblade merch, you have no idea. Because his dad still releases new stuff. The community's making the decision about how it gets implemented. Oh, bye, Brony Gamer. Hello, Skylar. Let's see, I have a Technoblade flag on the ceiling. I have a couple Technoblade, I have a couple Technoblade rugs on the floor. I have the 3 different card sets. Like the 3 different playing card sets. I have like the giant candle they released. Whole bunch of pins. I have the 3 like decorative crock inserts. Let's see, I have that they actually made a Technoblade Lego minifigure with real Lego. I have the Technoblade 20 million collector's coin. I have all 3 stuffed animals that were released. I have all 3 collectible figurines. I have the Technoblade jacket. I got a bunch of shirts, got a bunch of hoodies. I got the Technoblade slippers. I got the Technoblade mug. I can't even think of it. Some of the stuff I have. Technoblade, like I have so much stuff. Why would Techno be taught by the teacher of the art of war? Because that was a smart guy who knew a lot of stuff, and why wouldn't you want to be taught by him? Honestly, I don't even want to know how much motherfucking money I spent on Technoblade merch over the years. Like, I'll be honest, I would be terrified to find out the true total, including shipping, of how much money I've spent on Technoblade merch. Probably have some Technoblade socks. I bought so much stuff, my guys. I have so much stuff, my guys. It was like the Technoblade ornament. I got that. I mean, there's some stuff I didn't get because I didn't really want it, but I have so much stuff, you guys. You don't even know. You don't even know, man, how much fucking stuff I have. Oh, and I have like 3 or 4 different Technoblade blankets. They keep releasing Technoblade blankets and I keep buying. I think I have like 4 of them now. So that just adds to the insane amount of blankets. No, wait, I think I have 5 now. I think I actually have 5 Technoblade blankets now because they released the Cozy blanket. What, you've never heard of the Great Potato War? Whoa, the Great Potato War is the best, like, one of the best YouTube series you'll find. You gotta watch it if you haven't already. Before he died, it was one of my comfort videos. Just a video that I'd put on when I just wanted something to watch. The Potato War shall go down in legends, truly. Well, watch the video, learn about the Potato War. You'll only gain knowledge of a great man, a great pig. It was so big that 0 people died. Exactly. When will I play Assassin's Creed Rogue again? Well, I just played it, like, not that long ago. So the way my game rotation goes, the next game we're gonna play is Guild Wars 2. The game after that is going to be Hobbit. The game after that will be another nostalgic kids game. And then the game after that will be Assassin's Creed Rogue. I genuinely don't know when I will or won't be streaming. I can't make a schedule, man. Sometimes I'll plan to stream all the next day. Like, I'll be entirely planning to stream on a day, and then I just don't end up doing it because the cleaning goblin gets me or something. So I can't guarantee when I will actually stream. I can only tell you, like, the order streams will occur in. Iron Lung doing numbers? I saw that. I considered going out to see it, but I was too busy being possessed by the cleaning goblin. Bathroom looks fucking sick as hell now, though. As well as the hallway and the stairs. Look, like, sometimes you just gotta let the cleaning goblin take you, you know? Sometimes you just gotta let the cleaning goblin take you. Yeah, it more than made back its money, its budget. It's great. Like, congratulations to him. I hope all the big Hollywood people are shitting their pants. Not that it'll affect them much, just Village can just buy new pants, but still. Yeah, 3 million budget. It made like that's great. Was it like beforehand? I was talking about something. Right. Sometimes you just gotta let the cleaning goblin. Sometimes you just gotta let the cleaning goblin take you, you know? Like, so the cleaning goblin is helpful. Sometimes you just gotta let it take you and see where you end up. The cleaning goblin doesn't come around often, so you should really appreciate it when it does. By the way, that you know how the ownership of TikTok changed? Ever since then, my fucking TikTok videos have been dead. Like, I was doing well. I was getting over 1,000 views per short, right? Ever since, like, a couple Sundays ago, they swapped owners. My shorts have been fucking dead. I got, like, 200 views for the short I posted the week of that snowstorm. And I think I have under 100 views for the one this past weekend. And I've sent it the exact same way I always have, so I don't know if it's the ownership change, but something about the algorithm has like suddenly changed, and my views are in the absolute toilet, which is annoying, you know, because that happened once before. Yeah, the ownership change, yeah. Because when I swapped from my PNG tuber to my live 2D VTuber, I went from getting a few thousand views per video to getting maybe a few hundred per video. And only in the past few months had that finally started working out again, and I was getting over 1,000 regularly. So I'm a little sad that now I probably have to crawl my way back up again. Like, I was finally doing well in the algorithm. It's really disappointing. I mean, think about it. Those of you who are following me on TikTok, like, how many of you remember getting recommended my TikTok videos in the past? And, like, did you realize you didn't get recommended them the past couple weeks? Got the exact opposite thing. Really interesting. Like, I say, media really hates online creators. Do you think they're scared of being usurped? They're already usurped. They've already been usurped. Media isn't centralized anymore. Back in the day, there were 4 TV channels, and so everybody watched the same stuff. We've lost centralized pop culture. Like, it's gone. People are all into different things. Centralized pop culture is gone. The war was lost years ago. Everybody's into different things. Everybody has their own niches. You just followed my TikTok? Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. cable when you were a kid? Oh, we still have TV. We still have TV in our house, but I'm just saying that, like, back in the way past when there were, like, 4 TV channels, you know? Or even more recently, like, you know, pop culture was more centralized. Like, everyone went to see the same movies in the movie theaters, and now not so much. Like, there's less and less of a shared pop culture. People are more spread out, more into more niche things as time goes on. Do I have Instagram? I do. I post some pictures, like art, and all the same videos I post to TikTok. But yes, I have an Instagram. It's all under the same username. Should be a link to it on my YouTube page in that spot where you can have all the links. Or like YouTube does this thing where for some reason, because I put my Instagram link there, it just shows up at the bottom of the description for the video, so you could check there. You actually found me through TikTok, and yeah, I haven't seen the new ones on your Euphoria page for a while. Exactly. Something about the new ownership. Something forked. I mean, maybe it'll bounce back next week. We'll see. So as soon as I start posting Brony content, the algorithm said it boosted like crazy. Well, it's not like my content changed. It's like my content changed. It's just suddenly after the ownership switch, the algorithm, like, has been kicking me to the curb. I don't think the issue is people not going on TikTok. Because going from several thousand views to, like, 1 to 200, if I'm lucky, feels like more than just people not being on TikTok. Like, it's like my content didn't change, it just... Because I've always done the same Brony content. It just suddenly stopped boosting me. Aw, thank you for the Instagram follow. Out of curiosity, through what was the first video that exposed you to MVP in the first place? A Canterlot Wedding Part 1. My sister was watching it on the family computer, and I tried to watch it over her shoulder, and she told me to go watch it myself, and I did. And after watching some more, eventually there was a YouTube video explaining what bronies were. And I was like, what the heck's a brony? And I watched it, and I was absolutely enchanted. Because of the place I was in my life, like, you know, how much I didn't fit in, you know, very much autistic course. Because I've improved by leaps and bounds in my social skills and self-awareness. Even, I think I've had the most growth since I've left high school, honestly. I've had a ton of social interaction through streams and through, like, Discord, and definitely improved, but, like the idea of, because I felt like it didn't fit in, and, like, the idea of guys watching My Little Pony, like, actually purposefully not fitting in, going against societal expectations, that struck such a chord with me, like, that was what I needed at that time, the idea of, like, purposefully not fitting in, like, being different. And I hyperfixated it on it so long that I'm now 27 years old and I'm still a horse. And even if I didn't catch some of the last few episodes of, like, the last 2 seasons, and I never really saw G5, like, it's so deeply ingrained in me, I can't really leave it now. I'm just horse forever. I'm just horse forever. Minecraft was actually first found in my little pony mod, and you and your friend of the group at the time installed it as a joke. Oh, and stick with it, and to the date you refuse to play Minecraft without it. See? That seems to happen a lot. People do it ironically, and then suddenly they're like, oh no, it's not ironic anymore. It's an infection, man. You can't get away from it. Yeah, I have both Figura and My Little Pony installed, so I can see all the different skins. I haven't gone through the process of porting mine from My Little Pony yet. Infinite horse, forever a horse. Horse beyond horse. You're literally like Squidward trying to Krabby Patty for the first time. I figured it out. I think you've told that joke before. That's a reused joke. You should get a penalty for that. The other was a sound mob team, but should plays instrumental version Discord whenever someone's capturing a control point. A penalty for good joke. Come up with new material. You can't just reuse the same stuff. Very quickly running out of snow. We're gonna go have to get some more shortly. It's a brand new day again. Yeah, you can hear how I'm not hitting some of the no notes. That's partially because I was naughty and I cleared my throat to get some of the gunk out, which you shouldn't do. Clearing your throat is called a glottal, and it's actually bad for your throat, and I was very naughty. I'll have another thing of the tea if I have enough time to make it before work. Have it with my lunchie on. So streams last night, I'm supposed to be spending a week prepping for HarmonyCon, but procrastinating. I feel that. Well, because my parents are gone for the week, they have the suitcases. So I literally can't pack for HarmonyCon until they come home. So it's gonna be a lot of last minute packing because they literally have the suitcases. So I can't pack for HarmonyCon until they get home. Are you teep up with the screen and order bulk tea and herbs or use a French press? Well, I'm using a very special... Says 96 no for multiple streams. No, this is one continuous project. This is one continuous project. You used it for 2 separate joke instances. You're gonna get twi. You're gonna get. What do you mean twi guy? It's more to twi. It's fucking more to twi. What are you feeding twi guy? That's funny. You're gonna get more to twi art sign. That's funny. You're trying Linux now, and it's pretty okay. You brave horse. You brave soul. Even that is too spoopy-five me. I'm out here using a VPN and Firefox and like... But even that's too spoopy-five me. Button to make party supplies to get oof. Linux has compatibility issues, so you can basically run anything Windows can. I did hear that it has trouble with some like game anti-cheats because they're only designed for Windows. I did hear that. Well, I'm using a specific T-Hearts Foundry. It's called a throat coat, and I only know that I can get it in tea bags. I don't think I can get it in pure herbs. So I have to use it like, I have to like pour boiling water over it. I can't just like strain it. I mean, could I like cut the tea bag open and do it? Because it has herbs in it. I guess I could theoretically like cut it open and do it that way. If I really wanted to do it the fancy way. I've been about my profile while I'm pretty famous. Read the description. I've done really good. I don't think I'm that famous. I don't know what, like, I wouldn't truly call myself horse famous. Is there a word that's like below famous that I like? Burn me for my heresy again. Never cut open the bag. Okay, look, I don't know these facts. I'm just asking questions. Okay? Like, if I'm not allowed to ask questions, how am I supposed to learn? Horse popular? Maybe? Feels like it should be like a layer down that. Like, horse recognized? It's gotta be like recognized, but like more simple. Horse notable, horse interesting, horse... horse recognized or notable kind of feel right. I'm looking for something kind of like... Oh, was there a fucking spooter? Keep throwing words at me, Chad. I need more words. Horse known? Known still feels good because I'm not known by everybody. It has to be like I'm known by like some people. Like a word that's like a partial, you know? Horse notable. You saw the fan meet your concert, but do them. They do. Horse recognize. I'm gonna go with I'm horse recognizable. I'm not gonna say I'm horse. I think I'm gonna go with horse recognizable. Horse recognizable feels right. So yeah, I mean, you guys are watching me, and so I'm not an absolute nobody because you guys watch me. So I'd call myself horse recognizable. Let me hit him. I need more snow. But can you guys explain to me why you don't cut open the tea bag? Like, if you can use loose herbs to make tea, why can't you cut open the tea bag? Like, what is this specific sign that says you can't? Is it a sign? Treasure hunt? I'm in the middle of stuff. Ah, for fuck's sake. 13286 10749. That's so far away. Ah. Okay, now I have a screenshot. Then you have to drink with the herbs inside the beverage. But like I heard use a strainer. You can't just use a strainer. Will I be able to make it to the Creator Hub Day 0 party? There's a Creator Hub Day 0. I hadn't even heard about that. I'm gonna be honest. I've been off Discord very significantly. I've been like almost completely ignoring Discord to do other things. I love how I like opened. I seem to have. Opened the screenshot just to close it again like a numbskull. Hang on. You know, at that point, it's just a larger tea bag, and it kind of defeats the purpose. The label will be even worse than it usually is. It'll make the beverage more bitter. Okay, hang on. Okay, we're gonna put this over here, and then... Did this get really close to fucking picture? Order a large teapot with the screen, it is the best. I am using tea bags. The specific tea that I'm getting has tea bags. A teapot with a screen ain't gonna do anything for me. I'm using tea bags. I don't think loose leaf is available to me for this specific tea. If I open the tea bags, then you release the tormented souls that have been trapped within them. It'll be a Thursday evening night sweet party for the Creator Hub ponies. I mean, I might show up. I might. Depends how unpacked I am. I would be showing up in full fursuits if I did. But, I mean, I'll keep that in mind. But if I'm only drinking this, where the fuck do I think I'm going? Okay, this looks like it's the correct direction. It's really having me go out of my frickin' way for this. That is so far. Like, when am I gonna go on a treasure hunt, man? I got stuff to do. Ooh, witch house. Was this always here? I'll be happy I did. Look, I'm not gonna... Okay, it's nothing in... Look, I'm drinking a very specific tea that I'm fairly certain does not come in loose leaf, so the teapot will not be useful to me and will just be another waste of money. The flavor will degrade. I'll keep that in mind. As I don't see it yet. So if I might show up to the party, if I do, it will be in full fursuit, so just be warned. Gosh, like, why is there a treasure hunt so far away? I'm in the middle of snow. I'm in the middle of snow in an area, and someone goes, woo! It better be good treasure. Better not be doing this for nothing. What is this? I'm assuming that's some sort of, like, space marker, so I'll leave that. Okay, 10/7/49. Is this my real face or is it an avatar? It's interesting. Of course I'm a real horse. Don't be silly. Of course I'm a real horse. Why wouldn't I? Of course I'm a horse. What do you mean, is this my real face? Of course it is, you silly. Back in the day, you'd have tea in a solid bar. You stir the bar shavings in a teapot to get the tea flavor. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. I'll stick with tea bags. Thank you very much. You read what is on the back of herbal tea bags. You order the herbs from the label. Well, this is a proprietary blend. And it has something called, like, this came highly recommended from my singing teacher. It has something called, like, slippery elm. Yay, free stuff. Behind these glasses is a horse. We're just blasphemy. I microwaved the water, not the tea! For the last time, people, I microwaved the water, not the tea! Do you have reading comprehension? I microwaved the water, not the tea, and then I poured the boiled in microwave water. You have slippery elm available by bulk? Well, look, I'm gonna let them, this is much simpler, look. Look, they have a specific proprietary blend, and like, I don't know what blend they use. I'm just not gonna fuck with it. Look. I don't have the free time to like blend my own tea. I don't have the free time to blend my own tea. So I'm just gonna keep using their specific tea. Ever heard of mullein? No, I haven't. Look, my singing teacher recommended a specific tea called throat coat. So I'm gonna keep using it. I barely have free time as it is. I barely have the free time for the 15 minutes I have to steep the tea. I'm not gonna have anything close to enough time to like blend my own tea. It's not happening. I'm sticking with the tea bags. It helps, so does licorice. Yes, I believe there is some licorice in the throat coat. You know, I could just grab the thing and read out to you guys what's in it. Hang on. I could just grab the thing and read out to you what's in it. Look, I had never made tea before, okay, Final Sight? Look, it was literally the first time I have ever made tea or really had tea. And I don't know how to fucking boil water. You are looking at a mare baby, okay? So I figured I'd do it in the microwave, because I don't know how to... And I Googled it and I followed all the safety things. I used a microwave safe thing. I had like a glass measuring cup to measure out 8 ounces. And then I put a wooden chopstick in it to help prevent flash pointing. And no, I wasn't microwaving the tea. I was only microwaving the water to boil it. I needed boiled wing water, and so I microwaved it to boil it. That's it, okay? And then, like, I did it for a minute to a minute 30 seconds to prevent flash pointing. Then I open it up, and I tap it with a long wooden stick again to check for flash pointing. And then I close, and then I repeat until it's boiling. And then I pour it over the tea bag in the cup, and then I cover it with a plate, and let it steep for 15 minutes. And then you take the tea bag out, and you squeeze it. It's to like get it out, to get all this stuff out. The tea bag is very hot. The tea bag is very hot, so it's difficult to squeeze it, but I do it. I do my best to like squeeze it like it says to get stuff out. And then it says to add honey. So I add honey because the taste is a little funky, so I add the honey helps. Also helps with the throat. It says 10 to 15. The instructions say 10 to 15, and I went with the higher estimation because I wanted to make sure I got all the good stuff. I went with 15 because I wanted to make sure it had all the good stuff. I followed the instructions on the box precisely, as best I could. I followed the instructions on the box precisely, okay? I wanted to make sure I did. No, I didn't microwave the water for 15 minutes. I microwaved the water for like maybe 2 to 2.5, maybe 2.5 to 3 minutes total. And then you take the water out because it's boiled, and then you let the tea bag steep in that water for 15 minutes. You don't microwave it for 15 minutes. I don't have a fucking death wish. You just brew until the water gets cold, and you remember you making tea earlier? That's kind of what my mom definitely microwaves it. You know how many times I've opened the microwave to like make myself breakfast and found a cup of my mom's tea in there that she left for who knows how long? It's funny, for Mother's Day, we actually got her a paw. We got her, like, a cup that says, if found in microwave, return to mom. Who is that? Was that a follow? Thank you, Shadow Viper. Thank you for the follow. It's so, literally, that happens so often. We were walking around and we found a mug that said, if found in microwave, return to mom. And it was so funny, so we got her that for Mother's Day. It was so funny. Or maybe it was her birthday, one or the other. Yeah, throat coat. Yeah, you've used it before, Alice. Yeah, it came highly recommended by my singing teacher. Sends a kettle? I forgot. We might have a kettle in the house. Look, my parents are going on vacation for the week, and I forgot that kettles were a thing. And also, I've never used one before because you're looking at a fucking mare baby. And so microwaving the water just seemed the easiest solution at the time. You microwave the tea bag first, then heat the water when you put it in the cup. Starfall, I think you might want to start running. Like, I don't know jack shit about tea, and I can already hear chat coming at you with pitchforks and torches for saying that. Hang on, let me go get the box, because the box does say everything that's in it. Hang on. I'm not even going to go to BRB, because I'm just literally just walking downstairs and coming back. I won't be gone long. I can read all the stuff off it. Read all the stuff off it. Will has declared Starfall a heretic. Pig is giving them the stare. Starbright says that's some of the most cursed tea talk. Ace Guard says they clearly need colonization by the British. Okay, so. Alright, so this is Traditional Medicinals Organic Throat Coat. Supports throat health. Original with slippery elm. Caffeine-free herbal supplement. It's at USDA organic. Alright, let's see. Where is... There we go. Zero calories. That's nice. All herbal ingredients. Organic licorice root, 760 milligrams. Organic slippery elm bark, 80 milligrams. Organic licorice root dry aqueous extract 6:1, 60 milligrams. Organic marshmallow root, 60 milligrams. And a proprietary blend of the next four ingredients that adds up to 1,040 milligrams. Organic wild cherry bark, organic fennel fruit, organic cinnamon bark, and organic orange peel. Sort of fun. So, like, they go on and on about how it's all organic. The name will just not stop popping up as the other word. I don't even want to know what you're thinking. I don't even know what you're thinking. But yeah, it's saying it's a certified organic by CCOF, all ingredients certified organic. Wait, why is there a health disclaimer? Consult your healthcare practitioner prior to use if you have low potassium levels, if you are taking diuretics, corticosteroids, cardiac glycosides such as digoxin, potassium-depleting medications, or if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Do not use this product if you have high blood pressure, heart disease, or impaired kidney or liver function, or if you are allergic to plants in the parsley family. Not recommended for use with children under 12 years of age. It's a bunch of fucking herbs! It's a bunch of fucking herbs! Why does it need a disclaimer? Let me see. Yeah, herbal powers, what's the health? Let's see, plant story. The slippery elm tree has played an important role in Native American herbal medicine for hundreds of years. Inspired by its traditional use, we source our slippery elm domestically, where families collect the bark sustainably by hand to protect the trees for future generations. Enjoy 4 to 6 cups per day, especially good with honey, which is how I took it. Hi, Glade Bloom. I'm reading the box of the tea I had. They need disclaimers in North America for, like, legal reasons, you're pretty sure? But, like, what are the health disclaimers for? Why is it so dangerous? Well, you see, we believe in medicinal herbs hold the power to create change. When you sit down with a cup of traditional medicinal tea, you're supporting organic farmers and wild herb collectors around the world. As a certified B Corp, whatever that is, we work hand in hand with our sourcing communities to grow a more sustainable future together. So B Corporation is the organic non-GMO project verified. 100% recycled carton, at least 35% verified post-consumer waste. 100% renewable energy. This product is manufactured using a mix of renewable energy, including solar, and compostable tea bags. Tea bags are compostable and non-GMO project verified. Yeah, hashtag not spawn. Hi, Blackjack. So this stuff, I guess, is about environmentally friendly as you can get. Like 100% organic, 100% non-GMO verified. Like harvested sustainably. Made with 100% renewable energy. 100% boxes made out of 100% recycled materials, and the tea bag is completely compostable. So that's pretty nice. Like, these guys, I guess, are serious about this stuff. You're only 2,000 horse money away from Naked Button. Oh, no! There are lots of benign plants that don't do anything harmful until they interact with some kind of medication. For example, grapefruits and toilet. Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, you're right. Different chemicals and different plants react with medication. Lots of medication allergy. Yeah, you guys said the same thing. Huh. But yeah, that's what's in it. Okay, licorice root, slippery elm bark, licorice dry root, Aquanius extract 6-1, marshmallow root, wild cherry bark, fennel fruit, cinnamon bark, and orange peel in various amounts. No idea what dry Aquanius extract 6-1 means, but apparently it has it. That's what's in it. Aw, bye, Piggy! I don't know if any of those things mean anything to you guys, but that's what's in there. I was going on a treasure hunt, wasn't I? Then I got super distracted. Let me sip some water. I mean, I'm always distracted, but... But yeah, that's what's in it, and... Alright, where was I going? Right, I was raiding these houses, and... Alright, let me see what's over here, and then we'll keep going. Let's hang on. You're only 960... 128.6 away from pushing the big button that might make me rich. No, the button does nothing. You gotta trust me on this, bro. Button does nothing. It says what it does right on the cover. Oh, they've got like a horse stable. Hello, my brethren. You look a lot like my cousin Steve. Don't get eaten by zombies. Oh, I was hoping there was something down there. Right, where was fuck would I think I was? Oh, what is this? It's fucking floating. I'm not sure it's supposed to be floating. This might be a bug. I feel like it's actually supposed to be on the ground. But this is funky. Apparently, herbal tea has a rare chance to contribute to hypokalemia due to high potassium. It's not a glue farm. Shut up. Horses. What's hypokalemia? What does that mean? Can somebody Google that? All this, and there's no chest. So there we go. There might be some chests here. Let's see. Ah, here's one. Got a random grindstone. This building that is like half grass, apparently. Hypokalemia equals low potassium. So some herbs can like steal your potassium? do I put the music back on? Shit, there we go. The herbs want your bananas. Same with magnesium, huh? Your fears, my love, leave nothing to fade. Alright, which way am I fucking supposed to be going? So many fucking. Oh, I think I already rated this one. There's so. No, I haven't. Why are there so many fucking villages? Like, my goodness, man. I'm just trying to do an explorer, and there's just so much to loot. What the much me I gotta do around here to get and do an explore? Just a nice little explore. I just wanted to play snow, and then somebody sent me on a treasure hunt that takes me halfway across the frickin' world. And in the meantime, of course, I'm like compelled to open all the chests between here and there, which is gonna take me forever. I just want to build, man. I didn't sign up to do treasure hunts. If there's, I'm gonna check who plays down the sign. If there's no one, oh, we just killed that chicken. If there's not actually anything good at the end of the treasure hunt, I'm gonna call you a poopy butthead. Oh, did somebody take all the chests out of this village? Actually, have I been here before? This looks familiar, actually. Oh, no, maybe I haven't. Do I play this game with Shoka the Orca? I don't think I've ever collabed with them before, no, but I am acquainted with them and I'm in their server and stuff. I mean, this is a public server, so Shoka could totally join the server if they wanted. There are several other pony streamers have tried out the server. There's no reason they couldn't play. The world was regenerated? Nah, I mean, it has been all the time, like, it does get regened over time, so. But like, I just guess I just haven't been over here before. Everything in this building. Woo! Alright, let me get him into the sun so he starts burning. Motherfucker trying to sneak up on me. Ah, fuck you and your stupid fire. That's a lot of wells in this area. And let's see, let's actually go where we're supposed to be going here. I want to finish this treasure hunt so I can move on with my day and go back to blazing snow. Alright, so. Yeah, this way. Is someone yelling? Hang on. I think my sister was yelling about something, and then she said, I know she heard me, so then she said, don't worry about being dramatic. She might be playing Minecraft with your friends and, like, yelling. Or maybe she's just yelling for no, I don't know what she's up. Okay, that way. Okay, this way. Oh, well, now I gotta see what this is. Advancement, major. Oh, is this a trial chamber? Is this an actual trial chamber? I don't got time for this shit. Oh, no, wait, I didn't actually want to do that. I do not have time for this. Someone else can do that. I don't have time for this. I just want to get the thing and go home. Wish you were as talented as me? I mean, what do you think I'm talented in? You guys, in my good house with a sign that says #FTheBoats. That wouldn't fly here then, because this is a family-friendly server. So she probably has a different Minecraft server. Still 3,000 frickin' blocks away! Ah! Ooh, that's funky. Somebody was building there. Ah, okay, somebody settled down there. Why is it all the way over here? Why you make me do this? Ba ba. Ba ba ba. What the fuck is this treasure? I hope it is something good. If this is a troll, I'm gonna have trust issues forever. Huh. Interesting. Haven't seen this biome before, and it seems to have a path that leads to nowhere. How strange. A strange little biome. Right, moving onwards. Got places to be, treasure to hopefully find. Unless I'm being trolled. I could be being trolled. I do not like being trolled. Okay, this is where the world border used to be. This is the old world border. Ooh, boat. Hang on, I want to see if there's anything in boat. Hang on. Is there treasure in boat? We'll find out. Boat treasure? Treasure in boat? Boat treasure? Boat treasure! I know this isn't part of boat treasure, but look, Brain says dig out gravel, so gravel gets dug, okay? Brain says dig gravel, so gravel gets dug. Like a new lighting mod, or is this the same one? I changed my shader at one point, but that was a little while ago. So, and I'm fairly sure you've been here since then. I did add on a mod that adds more features to my particular shader, but again, I think that was maybe not quite a year ago, but almost a year ago, take a couple months. So yes, it has changed a couple times, but I feel like you would have already been aware of those changes. So I do. Sometimes the dig just hits you and you just get stuck digging. Destroyer Pegasus. Look, sometimes you just gotta dig, okay? I'm not even destroying, I'm doing archaeology. Let me archaeologize. This is archaeology, okay? Let me archaeologize. Do I have a bucket on me? I do. Just getting rid of that water because that's annoying. There's still water here. One moment. Yeah, that'll do it. There we go. Oh, wait, there was a raid? Shit, I missed it. Hi, raiders! Sorry, how the fuck did I miss a raid? Was I that focused on archaeologizing? Was I that freaking focused? How did I miss a raid? Hello, raiders! Hello, Scarlet Fly! How are you guys doing? I also think I missed a hydrate redeem 2 hours ago, so I'm gonna take a sip. Water, horse, and water. Yes, hello, Split Second. Hello, King Bonds. Archaeology deserves an apology. Hello, Scarlet. I was actually dead until I don't have a good stream. Ooh, she should try the same tea I got. My singing teacher recommended me this tea called Throat Coat. Make sure to take it with honey. But I've only had it twice, and I've never been a tea drinker before, but I managed to make it without killing myself. And I think it's doing good for my throat. It's supposed to be very healing. So, we'll see. Didn't even hear a sound of the raid. I didn't either. Is it but? Let me hang on. Don't think it made a sound. Oh wait, now I have to test my alerts. Now I have okay, now I have to go all the way to Streamlabs. And now I have to test my alerts. Your British so tea is in your blood. We'll try Throat Coat. Comes highly recommended from my singing teacher, who is a professional singer, so. Yeah, log in. Why are you flagging Streamlabs as sus? It's fine. Why is it taking so long to load it? I don't know. Hang on. Alert bunks. Okay, raids. Okay, yeah, it works. Yeah. The test raid works. Sounded a little funny, but yeah, it works in a test. Sounds a little funky, but yeah, the test raid works. So I don't know why it didn't, why I didn't notice it or didn't come through. I don't know, but hi, raiders. Right, so what was I doing? First I should organize this, holy cow. That's much better, actually. Right, so I was excavating this. I'm supposed to be finding some treasure chest someone left, but I'm busy. Look, if you put a treasure chest several thousand blocks away, I'm going to raid every single structure that gets generated on the way. It's just how I am, man. You really should have expected this. Oh, pretty big. We're doing, yeah, you just got back into the future rate like that super and you were like, what? No, it was a test alert. It was a test alert. I sent a test alert because things were fucked. It's fine. No, it's fine. Don't worry. Okay. Look, you dig in, you uncover the thing, and that make brain go burr, okay? You gotta understand, man. Archaeologizing make brain go burr. Why don't you understand? I am a horse and I'm digging out a ship. Digging out a ship. Digging out a ship. Yes, I am a horse and I've dug at a ship. And I get to see what kind of loot it has. Ooh, that's nice loot. I know, I saw that, Jess. I just had to finish digging. X-Rate's casually dropping thousands of non-existent viewers. There we go. And I need to empty my inventory again. Have to see what's in here. There we go. Fully excavated. And now there's a buried treasure map, but we're never gonna get anything done because now we have to follow the frickin' treasure map. This is just my life now, forever treasure hunting. Curse my distractible mind. Look, I told the story behind these tools. These were gifted to me by a stream viewer. And then they're, they're netherite. They're netherite and highly enchanted. Because they were gifted, it would feel wrong to change the name. So I've just been stuck with poop tools for several years, okay? This is just my life now. Don't judge me, man. Oh, don't judge me. Find out where this darn treasure map leads. Okay, no, not too far. So which way is north? So if that's north, I'd have to go like this way, right? I think. The little dot should start moving soon, I hope. And there's another boat. There's just too much to loot. Okay, it's moving, it's moving. Okay, hang on, we're getting close. Let me just see what's on this boat. These respawn, so I'm not really stealing from them. These magically respawn, so it's fine. The contents magically reappear, so they're fine. There's nobody in chat try to guilt me. Hi! The contents magically respawn on this server. That's like... Okay, so it says it's like over here. Doesn't look like anybody's dug it out yet. Is that like a... Hang on, right? Which we orient my screen? North? Okay, so it's over here. Okay, so it's like here. Indiana passion. Hang on, Zombo's gonna harass me. Which I think it might be in the water, which is a little frustrating. What was that? Oh, did somebody... Somebody did something somewhere. Oh, I found it! There we go. Found a chest! Well, that's a lot of stuffs. Gonna have to empty my inventory again to get it all. I love how the treasure hunt I'm going on is like... me seeming finally finding everything except the actual treasure I'm supposed to be looking for. Finding, like, basically everything else. Okay, well, the rest of it. And leave that there so the next person can find it because things like regenerate. I don't need this anymore because I already found the thing. Okay, now we have the treasure hunt map back up. Okay, F3. How far off track did I get? Pretty far. We want to head this way to find it. What is that? No, it's probably nothing. Not going that way. All the shulkers. I'm an item holder. Oh yeah, you should see my chest back at my house. Oh, hang on. There might be a chest in here. There's a chest. Mine. Mine. Use a TNT to blow up my home? No, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Plus TNT is disabled on this server. Well, first of all, why would they ever blow up my house? Second of all... going the wrong way. There we go. Well, that's the thing. See, there's just so much to explore. There's so much to explore. I'm never gonna get where I'm going. I skipped a block of gold? Well, maybe I just don't want to break the, you know, what if I just don't want to break the build, huh? What if I just don't want to break the build? Ever think of that? Like... Where's all this? There's a bunch of random blocks around here. What if I just don't want to break the build, huh? No chest around here. Just like a little area with berries. You're kind of teasing, and this is how people react to teasing. I'm a streamer, I'm supposed to overreact to stuff. What the fuck is this? The fuck is this? Okay. Well, I guess these are mine now. Is this? Okay, I think this is not supposed to be underwater. Whatever this is, I don't think it's meant to be underwater. I think this is just a really funky generation. It explains why there was string in some places. It's supposed to be some sort of like bunker. supposed to be some kind of bunker. I don't think it's a dungeon. I think it's one of the random things that can spawn in. Because this server has a bunch of custom-made dungeons and like buildings that can spawn in. So I think this is just one of those. I swear I had spider eyes in here somewhere. Hang on. Thought I did. There we go. I did have strings somewhere. I just suck at clicking on stuff. To put you. Well, time to loot. Who cares what it is? It's time to loot. I know you're being funny, and as a streamer, I'm going to react in funny ways to your funny, including taking it completely seriously, if that's what I think is funny. Like horror-themed games? Not really. Not really. I'm kind of spooked. Oh, maybe it is a fucking dungeon. Maybe this is an actual dungeon. Like with an end portal. I don't know what else to call this place. This is super funky, man. And it's fucking flooded. Oh my god, how much time is it gonna take to clear all this? How am I supposed to know where I've been? Okay, hang on, new plan. We're gonna put torches down so I know where the fuck I've been, because this place is huge. Stupid water everywhere! Oh my goodness! Makes it impossible to traverse the area. Need some damn sponges. Now, okay, I'll put torches above doorways I've explored. This is ridiculous, and I talk to this area's lawyer. Yeah, I know my wings are waterlogged. Thanks. Where's there even water in here? Where's it even coming from? That's it. That's it. Give me the dirt. Where's the dirt? Ah, perfect time. Tools are filling in my hoof. I need to fucking click here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna see the treasure. Well, if you're gonna have a treasure hunt for me, why would you put it several thousand blocks out? I've spent so much time doing other stuff. You know I'm just gonna go to every single other treasure area that is, like, visible. You know I'm gonna go, like, everywhere else. Never gonna find the friggin' treasure. It better be worth it. Like, I appreciate people wanting to make treasure stuff for me, wanting to show me their bases, but the way my brain works, I don't like being interrupted from what I'm doing. So, like, maybe ask before making treasure hunts for me, or put them significantly closer to my house. Please? Plasmophobia with Shoka? I mean, I don't know if they're even up for collabs right now, and I'm kind of busy to do collabs at the moment. Fuck's sake. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say no to a collab with them. I just don't really have time for a lot of collabs. So I'm not sure I'd reach out on my own. See you later, Ace. Oh, I can fucking see what I'm doing, maybe. From this stupid fucking phrase I call love. Ooh, boy, won't you show me how to live? I've been under a rock since I was a filly. Oh, boy. Fuck you! There. must there be water? Like, why? Why have a fucking waterlogged dungeon? I can't get anywhere. I can't do it. Like, this is ridiculous. What fucking idea was this? I didn't need to break that. When I get a chance, collabs are like a whole thing, man. Collabs are like a whole thing. It's not as simple as you think. It's not the button. I pressed. I'm doing fine. I have definitely not hit the crankies. I'm doing fine. We have totally not hit the crankies, and I am doing great. Why? Is my game lagging? I don't have time for game lag. At least I can sell these, maybe. What the fuck is that? I can't see it. Stretch? No, I'm busy! Chat, what part of Horse does not like getting distracted from what she's trying to do? You guys not get? No! And then I accidentally closed the screenshot I was using. Stretch left, stretch right, stretch backwards, there, and then I'm gonna take a tiny sip. Rawr! There's no stream lag for you? Huh. Wonder if, like, I had an internet flip. I left them on your desk. No! Sorry. Like, guys, please, I only have half an hour left. I wanted to finish placing the snow today, and I was so close to finishing, and now I have to do a treasure hunt. And it's 3,000 blocks out, and I don't even know if there's anything there or if I'm getting trolled. And I've been in the whole time, you know, I feel compelled to, like, do all the other things, to, like, get all of, like, the chests and stuff available on the way. And I'm already frustrated because there's water everywhere, and that means I can't explore this very fast, and it's already freaking huge. So, I need no more distractions, okay? I just want to finish this up. No, it's not on their end further. I don't think it's on their end because I got, like I said, I had game lag at the same time. So I think it was an internet blip. Plus, since, I guess it could have been a Twitch thing, but I think this is some sort of dungeon. I don't have time to explore the whole thing, man. I don't have this kind of time. What am I even doing? What do I even think I'm doing? And in fact, it's underwater. It's pissing me the fuck off. I hate this. If it wasn't underwater, it'd be easier. Wah, tantrum. Get me the fuck out of here, man. I can't do this. I've got stuff to do. When I hate that. Ooh, why is moving through water so freaking slow? I should sue. I should sue and make them give me money. I don't know who I'm suing. I'm just anyone. Well, there's some ocean. I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time for this shit. I wanted to finish my other thing, and then you put a fucking dungeon here. I just don't have the time. Leave me alone. And then I accidentally closed the thing. I closed the page I had open, the screenshot I had open of like. You would think I could use my wings to assist on. You'd think, but the way the server works is your wings get like waterlogged, and you'd think I'd go fast. You'd think. You would think. Well, I was going more or less this way. We were pretty close. There better be some actual treasure at the end of this. Hi, Sleepy Man. Better be some actual treasure at the end of this. something like 3,000 blocks out. 1,300, whatever. It's a new moon, so it's freaking dark as fuck. Does anyone remember the exact coordinates so I don't have to pull up the picture again? Well, I guess I could scroll up. I do have a mod that keeps chat history longer. It was somewhere in the 700s. Gabby, okay. Alright. Oh, here we go. There's a little house here. Oh, is this it? Is this a treasure hunt? I suppose it isn't a person who made it fault that that I get distracted by things so easily. I found the treasure! And it's a stick. It was definitely Heart that made this. Yeah, but it was a stick. And of course it was that little boner. Is this like Heart's like secret extra base or something? Ooh. Who lives here? Oh, tragic. Well, at least it's a really cool stick. So I guess that if that's tragic, then tragic made it. Where does this portal come out? Taking a little while to load the terrain. Slightly worrying. Don't quite like that. Oh! Well! Oh, there we go. Huh. Nowhere I recognize. I'm going home. Treasure stick, apparently. Got a bunch of other stuff, but I just wanted to, like, do snow. I just wanted to play snow. I have all this stuff in my inventory I gotta sort out. Well, I know where very cool stick goes. Very cool stick goes in this special stuff chest. There we go. There's the very cool stick. Let's start by sorting through these. I have to go another layer up. It looks like my microphone is down low. There we go. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. Do I like stick? It's a nice stick. It's a nice stick. Yeah, thank you for the stick. Okay, you got rid of the sign for me. Thank you. It's a stick. Alright. Oh, hang on. I was gonna grab more from down here. There we go, that's better. There. It looks like you mean start screaming at you and just cram stuff everywhere. Well, then I couldn't like find everything. I did that for a while, but then I could never find anything. So eventually I had to suck it up and actually sort. You know where it is, but no one else. Well, kind of same here. I know where things are, but no one else does. Let's do mob drops next, I guess. Sell those heads. And get rid of those. Perfect stick for hitting people with. Oh, I feel like hitting people with this stick. I do. Hi, Thomas. I've always said hi to you. I don't know. Brain don't work right, so I say hi just in case I didn't say it already. Even though I probably did. Okay, arrows. Not that one. Here. Go. Gunpowder goes upstairs. String goes down. String I know goes down here. Oh, not that one. This one. Hi, sunshine. How you doing? Ah! We're a pig, so we're allowed to be a little bird, but then the thing came out of my headphones. Ah! It came out of my headphones and it comes out at just the tiniest tug. My hair's getting caught on something. Hang on. Gotta get comfy again. Oh, hang on. I can do blocks, I guess. I mean, we have all this sand. Oh boy. Anything I can put away at this level? I thought I had... Oh wait, I have to go up a level. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. It goes up a level. There we go. On to site. Anything else I can put here? I think most of these go upstairs. Wait, gravel. Gravel goes here. Remember that. So I think the rest of these go upstairs. So in theory, sand goes in this chest. We seem to have overfilled what we had, though. Okay, there is an empty chest here, so for now we're just gonna slam all our sand in here. So we need somewhere to put it. I'll take the red sand too. Dirt, I know for sure goes in here. This coarse dirt. Over here. That's where the cobbly stone goes. You thought Joker had a box of 2 seen me? Yeah, an attic and 3 basements. I've been here a while. There's been a lot to collect. Why am I keeping stone? I think the stone chest was actually back down in the first basement. I think it's in this corner here. Yep. These were back upstairs. Ah, well. We can get seeds and food next, I think. Seeds, food, and material. Like, ingredients. Seeds go over here. Bap, bap. These get turned into hay bales. There. So I was just checking on my humidifier behind me. First time really having one in my room that I'm operating myself. Last I remember having one in my room with my parents that went up when I was like sick as a kid. So it's been a little while. Just making sure man, it hasn't started leaking all over the floor or something. Alright, the kelp. Okay. Dried kelp. Honey. Potions chest. Yeah, I totally remember what most of those are. Yep. If you remember my experience storage area, didn't you just want level of lights? So let's see that. There's some lights on the corners. So, no, that's not the vibe I'm going for at all. Nope. This is supposed to feel like an actual house, so I have things stored like you would in an actual attic or basement. And like, I remember where things are, so I don't really use signs, but the main reason I do that is I just don't like how it looks. Signs, you can't center signs on chests, so it ends up looking kinda uggo. Just ends up looking kinda uggo. So I want everything to be more aesthetic than efficient. Little berries, there's bread. There's our bread box of bread. Melon, I think we keep the clownfish in here. Carrot box. And beetroot box, it seems. That's just soup, mushroom soup, golden apples, sweet berries. Oh, it's getting full. Gonna have to tater box. I said tater box. Thank you. I think, and the fishies. No, not there. Fishies go here. Alright. These go upstairs. What color blocks need the chest? The color codes, let's tell them apart. Well, but then this is like the floor. This is the ceiling. This floor is the ceiling. No, I can tell them apart. Like I remember what's in them for the most part. Let's do plants next. Anything that's a plant. Oh, there was another potion in here we missed. Guess stick is kind of plant-like. Stick I have in this wood chest. Most other things go upstairs. Yeah, I'm trying to keep something that feels actually like homey. Fire resistance but cooler for some reason. Alright, that has a special name. It'll go in the special stuff chest. At some point I should sort through the cool stuff chest, but whatever. Most of this goes upstairs, so let's start sorting upstairs. There's also, I think there's some stuff in my mailbox here. There's this golem, but there's also like these mob bits. This is a golem someone made, and he'll have his own little box eventually. Hang on. Arrows. Cookbook shop, I know where to put that. Gas tier goes in the potion ingredients chest. Cookbook chop goes in the meat chest. Which is also the melon chest. Don't ask why, it's just how it works. Okay, bones go over here. Okay, oh, wait. There we go. Bap, bap, bap. Goes in there. Seagrass. Gunpowder goes here. This is very pretty. Yeah, this playing right now is music from the game Wizard 101. From the first arc of the game, stuff I'm very nostalgic for. Got some real bangers in Arc 1. Add this to my poisonous potato collection. Why did I keep these? I was never gonna find them. I don't even remember keeping those. I don't remember that at all. At some point, I'm just gonna have to go through absolutely everything I own and figure out what the heck I'm doing with it. use those. Let's grab random stuff that isn't tools. Stuff that isn't stuff that... Okay. Sorting time. Sort. Alright, that in there. I have the TNT in here as well. I had Hearts of the Sea. Oh, I think Hearts of the Sea I keep as special stuff. This is new. Coast armor trim. I don't even know where I got 51 red candles. Okay, so wool? Oh, I know paper is over here. Yeah, paper. I had an ink thing. Yeah, ink. Oh, candle. Name tag. Let these go over here. It's not hoarding. It's, no, by the definition of hoarding, it's only hoarding if it's a mess. This is all very organized. You're only a hoarder if it's messy, okay? That's the actual definition. Therefore, not a hoarder, okay? I thought I had a bunch of name tags. Did somebody buy them off? Okay, no, they're in here. I have a bucket in here, too. It's only hoarding if it's messy. I'll say it once, say it again. Not messy, not hoarding. Suppose I could get rid of all this wood. Everything's a little bit messy, but hang on. Okay, glass can go in this box with the other glass. Empty map. Bricks? I think I have bricks over here. I do have bricks over there. Oh, wait a minute. Horse armor. It goes around here somewhere, I think. And I have... There we go. Fire charge. Keep it in here. Yep. Where'd those go? Hi, Mookie Griffin. How you doing? My house double as the Ponyberg Supplies Warehouse. That's not entirely wrong, honestly, because I actually keep a lot of my chests unlocked. Like, anything with, like, really stuff I think is really valuable that I don't want people taking is locked, but a lot of the chests I keep in my house are actually unlocked, and other members of the Ponyberg are free to take supplies they might need. Good afternoon indeed. I said it is afternoon. You're right. It's 23 minutes into the afternoon. Okay, here's where I'm keeping jungle wood. Wait, no, hang on. I'm stupid. No. There's a specific chest for buttons. That doesn't go with that. Alright, hang on. I know. There we go. That's where I'm keeping carpet. You can get an idea of what some previous projects are by just what I have laying around. I think I keep wool around. Yeah, wool is here, so why don't I just put these in? Easy peasy. Okay, so ink goes up here. I'm in the US too? Indeed. I'm in the United States of America. Emphasis on the mayor there. This went back downstairs. That goes upstairs. This might qualify as a mess. Potentially. Theoretically. upstairs. Obsidian's in here. That's upstairs. Upstairs. Spruce goes here. This goes upstairs, downstairs. This will go in the corner. I'm in Massachusetts. And glowstone goes down here. So there we go. Oh no. Oh, hang on. There we go. Everything left is a tool. Easy. That's one thing left. Look around and find out. Dance forever. Shout, shout. Love of every pony. Last thing that you do. I think birchwood. Where am I keeping birchwood? I think it's in this last chest. Yep, there it is. Gold horse armor is here. Because I really have found that much of it. To be fair, I did raid some farms, so. Feathers are back here. Flint is this one. Sea lantern. Ah, here we go. There's clusters. Lunas X Montero. Side slime. Industry baby. I guess Montero's a new one, so we are completely out of room in that chest, so it's just gonna sit there. And add that there. With these. There we go. Okay, I need some string and I need some stone. String is one more level down. A little bit of string. A little bit of stone. Over here. There we go. Now all this stuff gets put away. That away. of it goes down the basement. Just shove it in there. Okay, and then got more of this. Hang on. My nose is getting stuffy. I think you can hear it. I missed that one last hoe. I'm an idiot. I almost had everything taken care of and I left that one hoe in that last box and forgot about it. Hang on. That can be rectified. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. What am I doing? This one. There we go. Ah, losing a feeling myself again. Ah. Frequently within Minecraft, not within other games. I guess I just use the mouse for more. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna get more snow. We gotta fly all the way back to where we were. Wow. Oh, Viper Shadow, thank you for the follow. Art has a snowman on the top floor here just for me.
Fireball to the face, bitch. I'm hitting these 20s like nothing. Thunder and Lighty still back in my column. You know that I couldn't be bluffing.
So I make sure I don't actually hit him. Hang on, eat a tater. Based on how everything looked, I don't think we needed that much more, but I'll get a few stacks. Just look for any bits and bobs we missed. Oh, hang on, I gotta fix something.
What do you think of this?
There we go. No, I'm not gonna kill this snowman. He's that hard ass to put him back, and it's no pain in the butt, and Jill getting annoyed at me. I think it's just because I use the mouse more for this kind of gameplay than in other games. Because in other games, it's much more keyboard focused. Here, a lot of movement and stuff is just mouse. Okay, there should be more than enough for the little bit of snow that was left. Very small amount. I'm gonna blow my nose. I can't hold it off. Hang on. Yeah, that. You can't go to sleep right now, or you can't work in the morning. What should you do? Lay down. There have been actual scientific studies that have shown that just laying down and trying to sleep has similar benefits to actually sleeping. So just lay down and close your eyes. Even if you can't actually sleep, just that will have similar benefits to actually sleeping. It's a real scientific thing. picked up an egg. I realized today that I still haven't made...
Waypoint name edit box.
No, didn't... What?
Screen element 1 out of 14.
No.
Press tab to navigate game menu.
No, shut up.
Options.
Shut up.
Use mouse cursor or tab button to select element.
Fuck?
Accessibility settings.
Shut up.
Narrator.
Shut
Narrator.
up.
Narrator.
Shut
Off.
up. Shut up. Shut up. Fuck, I even press. Even if you don't get REM sleep, you get like a trickle trod used to travel off work. That became a... Yeah, see? Chad agrees with me. I woke up a curse. What was that last little bit I had? There we go. Last little bitty bit. That should mean the whole area is covered. Then we just have to fly around looking for anything we missed. You say you're forced to, no matter how much you want, you always comes back and blames Skynet, you swear. Wait, we missed a tiny area over here. And we're gonna fly around and look for anything we might have missed. We can use the minimap to help us too, I think. If anything looks sus. Ah. Game is acting like there's some uncovered stuff here, but no, there's nothing. So maybe the minimap isn't actually that helpful. Oh, there we go. There's a couple of them. So we're just gonna fly around looking for any snow we miss. So, like, start yelling at me if you see anything, chat. Like either on the trees or on the ground, or I'll become a snow Pegasus. I'm just covering this one area. We don't need to cover more. We should be done with the snow, which is really nice. Oh, there's one. There's one we missed. See? See? This is what we gotta keep our eyes peeled for. Looks like we did a pretty good job. So the next thing on our to-do list. Not that button, shit. Thought this would have been loaded. There we go. That's odd. Hang on. Here, hang on. It's in here somewhere. Hang on. I'll know it when I see it. La Paz? Oh, it's Bobby. I'm about to fall out of the sky. Hang on. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with my render distance? Hold on. something reset my render distance. This isn't right. The render distance is wrong. Yes. Okay, maybe, hang on. Let's do... Is the server overriding my Bobby? Hang on. But is there a server update? Bobby is supposed to override the server's chunk limit. Bobby is supposed to override the server's chunk limit. Fuck? What's wrong with Bob? See, what this server does is that it limits your render distance, obviously, so their server renders better, right? But I have a mod installed called Bobby that remembers what chunks look like and renders them in for you, just on your side. But it's not working. It's not working. Now I have to look back in the VOD and see if it was working earlier. Now I have to hang on. Now I have to look back at the VOD and see if it was working early on. Now I have to like check the fucking VOD. Really can't tell. Come on, me, get somewhere where I can see. No, come on. Maybe early on? Probably while I'm flying on my way over. Let's see. Is this a bigger view distance than I have? Hang on. Okay, wait. I can go to the same spot as I did in the VOD to see if the render distance is the same. Gonna beat it with a stick. That's where I'm getting to. I can't fucking figure out where I am because you're hiding stuff on me, game. It was definitely working earlier. It must have been. Yeah. Hang on, let me do the old turn the game off and on again. Hang on. Let me do the old turn the game completely off and on again. Gas powered stick never runs out of gas. Drowning creature. Please load the game faster. People are just staring at the blank screen. There we go. That's better. Yeah, it just had to be. You see how much fucking better that is, chat? Do you see the fucking difference, though? Do you see the freaking difference, chat, with Bobby installed and working when you can go past the server's limitation? Ah, that is so much better. That's so much better than having just that teeny tiny chunk of land. Really talk about and decide only get to use one hoof. As it has been decreed. That's a spot here. Ah, come on. Can you give me a break, man? I'm gonna fuck off. I'm busy. I don't have a lot of time, you know. Go away. Why are there gonna be two of you? Why can't there only ever be one of you fuckers? So if you guys see anywhere where whoop, like this, if you see anywhere where I miss snow, start yelling. Especially if your flying visibility is needed for safe flying. Exactly. Can't go anywhere without Bobby turned on these servers that reduce your render distance. Neither. I messaged some pony over Tumblr last night. She said, my X3, so it's true love at first sight. Don't want my candy bracelets, now I'm headed to class. I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the antonym of the internet, so cleaning up the viruses that you regret. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you... Ooh, I missed a spot. I'm the antonym of the internet. Been fighting on your grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care you think it's cringe because it's not your life. You're back, you're at an appointment. Well, good luck. You like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching Equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS. With a keychain and a pinky, your cupcakes are the best. I've been failing my classes, cause I don't give a damn. They say the world is more oyster, but the free market's a scam. Hi, Y! So I have gone a bit over time. Gotta go do an keep us humor, have a good one. Well, I am just about to end. I do need to get ready for work, and I have let the stream run overtime. I was planning to end about 15 minutes ago, but because we got distracted by other things, I let myself keep going for a bit, and then the thing malfunctioned, and then... Say hello to, let's say bye to everyone on the server, because we really gotta wrap up, especially if I want to make, more tea before work. Thanks for the stream, yeah! It's valid. The stream, yeah! Stretch, what part of I need to rush to get ready for work goes in one of you guys' ears and out the other? Stretch left, stretch right, stretch backwards. One stretch so I'm not stiff for work. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay, let's figure out who we're raiding into. Quick. That button. Ah, it's not in English. Ace is having a birthday countdown party. We can go say hi. All right, Twitch people. We're gonna raid. Everyone else, have a nice day. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you all had as much fun as I did. And I'll see everyone whenever you can join me next.